Hello, I'm Jane Keogh. I'd like to tell you a little bit about a day that we're running on the 1st of December in London. The day is all about emotional mastery. We're going to be teaching you why it's so important to become emotionally competent. The fact of the matter is that most of us are emotionally incompetent. It's no real surprise because we've been deeply conditioned to actually push away and avoid feeling things. None of us like to be emotionally overwhelmed. So, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at emotions. We're going to be looking at the nature of our emotions, and we're going to be looking at how we have useful emotions and how we have non-useful emotions. And this will all become a lot clearer on the day. We'll be showing you some tools and techniques on how to actually deal with them so that they dissipate and go completely. So, if you are aware of emotions and you don't know how to deal with them, or you actually notice that they creep up from time to time and interfere with your everyday life, then this is the beginning of how you can start to deal with everything. The fact is, we all have emotional baggage, whether we want to believe it or not, we all do. So this is the starting point, and this is the first in a series of workshops that we run to help people deal with the major emotional issues that we suffer from today. On from there, we're going to be looking at negative thinking. Now, we're going to look at the underlying causes of negative thoughts, so what causes or creates those negative thoughts, and then we're going to be actually looking at dealing with some of your very own negative thinking so that you can actually get rid of it. So if you're someone who's noticed that you do a lot of negative thinking, or you have a tendency to start thinking negatively when you're about to do something different, something that generates change that you're not terribly comfortable with, then this section is going to be particularly useful to you. Now then we're going to be looking at anger, and we all know that we've had anger before. We've all been angry at somebody or at something, maybe a situation or some circumstances, possibly at work or with a colleague or even at home with a loved one. So we're going to be looking at anger. And we're going to be looking at how we can let go of the emotion that surrounds anger. This is a very, very interesting topic, and again we're going to be experimenting, and we're going to be doing it experientially so that you are able to deal with some of your emotional issues around anger. Of course, last but not least on this particular day, we're going to be looking at anxiety and depression, both of which we see far too much of, especially in today's modern world. We want to explain to you and teach you how you can use these very simple tools and techniques in dissolving the emotions that underlie the causes of depression and anxiety. Now, we've all suffered from anxiety before, and to a certain extent we've all had the feeling of feeling down at varying degrees. So if these subjects are of interest to you, then the 1st of December is a day that you cannot miss. If you want to lead a less stressful life and have things happen to you in a more effortless way, and if you want to just be happier and more complete in your day-to-day life, then this is definitely a no-miss. Please come and join us. We'd love to have you with us. Click on the link below.